workout plan and the perfect nutrition plan isn't what's going to help you get shredded. What actually will help you get shredded is your mindset. This is a call I had with one of my clients. We prioritize the mindset side of things more so than the actual training and nutrition. So one thing that we do cover here is the ideal version of ourselves, the person that we want to be. And what this basically looks like is whenever we do try to start any new habit, whether that's gym, whether that's starting a business, whether that's playing sports or whatever, we always consider ourselves to be who we currently are, right? And we disassociate ourselves from the person that we want to be. We never really consider ourselves as our ideal versions yet. We think that those two people are separate identities, when it's not really the case. The point being is that physically, you may be this guy over here, the skinny guy, whereas mentally, you have to pretend like you're him. You have to be him. And the way you become him is you have to understand what his mindset would be. Let's say if you actually got shredded, you as a beginner, or you as a person who's out of shape, if I gave the ideal physique, you would lose it within 2 months. And it's not by accident, it's because you fail to have the identity or just the habits, the mindset of a person who actually is in shape. And so what we did here with my client is we discovered what his bad habits currently are, and we wrote them down, and we discovered what his ideal version would actually do to overcome these bad habits. And so now, once he adopts these good habits, he mentally transfers his mindset from his current self to the ideal self of him being, well, we drew it out here to be more physically bulkier, physically stronger, physically better in shape. But before he could even achieve that, mentally he had to be sharper. Mentally he had to have more fortitude, more resilience. The point is, you have to have the mindset of a winner before you can actually become a winner. You start to think like the winner, you start to act like the winner, and then you eventually become the winner. Now, let's have a look at these two videos. These are obviously AI-generated photos of me. The guy on the left is fat, the guy on the right is how I used to look in the past, you know? I'm still bigger than this at the moment, don't worry. This is just me on a bad day, guys, don't worry. Let's say if these two switch bodies, do you think he would actually maintain his shape, and do you think he would actually maintain his shape? Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree, but they won't. This guy, if he gets his body, he's gonna lose it instantly. This person, if he gets his body, he's gonna get shredded again. 100%. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There was that one Nike ad where it was like Cristiano Ronaldo, and he and this other random kid had switched bodies. Now, Ronaldo still obviously had his skills and everything, but he had the mindset of Ronaldo, you know, the best player in the world. Though he was like a random kid in a random town, he was able to develop his skills and become the best again, even though he was in a completely different body. Whereas the kid, he was in Ronaldo's body, and yet he still couldn't keep up with everything, and it had to take him a lot more effort to actually get up there again. So an actionable step you can do right now is to literally draw out who you are and who your ideal self is. List out your bad habits and list out your good habits. And list out all the good habits of your ideal self. And with your bad habits, write down what your ideal self would do instead. If I wake up late and if I sleep late, and that's impacting my day-to-day. It's completely fine to wake up and sleep late if that's like your lifestyle, you know? But if it's impacting your actual day-to-day habits, day-to-day life with your family, with your work, with your gym, right now your current self is just letting it slide. But what would your ideal self do? Would he get cry a bit like, oh, it's just who I am. Oh, I can't do anything about it. No, he's going to take action on it. He's going to see what can he do to improve his lifestyle and his habits. People in shape, people with money, people with status and power, they didn't just get it. They weren't just born with it. They had to adopt the mindset or the personality of someone who has it already, and all of their success came later on. You have to understand the super important concept that the success that you're after is the last thing to show up. It's the last piece of the puzzle. The mindset, the actions, and everything, you have to reciprocate. You have to recreate the actions of a successful person before you can even become the successful person. And it does sound a little bit demotivating, yes, but if you adopt this mindset, you're not able to achieve just a good body, but you're able to keep pushing when it's hard, when there isn't that much results to show for it, And that's how you stay consistent with everything. If you feel like this is something that actually hits you hard and you want more of this, check the link in my bio. I have my coaching applications out there. We'll jump on a call on to see if I can actually help you out or not. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care.